Hello, what is up, guys? First, I want to start out with I didn't talk about the whispmother change last patch, and I probably should have. But basically, I just want to quickly go over it. That change was huge. Like a lot of people didn't see it as being huge. It's huge. What made whispmother strong? Like if you're running whispmother, you had to run her in waste a breaker, and the waste a breaker is to make her copy yourself. And the way to do that was with Soul Rest Marshal and a Temple shell, uh, which is basically, six magicka, right? Because you make it one cost, five cost, yeah, six magicka combo to make 14/14 in stats. And then there's the Dragon Priest combo to do a 10 magicka, 15/15 in stats, split across different, both zones with their both times. And then you could just play two drops and basically have four each time. Insane value, right? Completely removed from the game. So Wismother took a huge hit last patch. Whether that's good or not, I don't really know. I always liked Wismother. I feel like Wismother's a really strong card. She definitely was slowed down a lot. She definitely doesn't have extremely strong combos anymore that can win you games against like Control Mage or something. We'll see. We still don't really know how that change is going overall. I do know Wismother's not really played anymore, but I mean, people aren't really trying her out at the same time, so we'll have to see. But now let's get into this real quick. Da-da-da. I do play quite a bit of Arena, so I'm going to go over the Arena changes as well. I like that they're giving us reasons behind the changes and such more in detail than most game companies do. I think that's pretty cool. All right, pretty happy with the. So they probably have the win percentages, and they're saying that they're pretty good across the board. They're pretty even. But he is saying classes with agility and intelligence have a little bit higher win rates, and classes with strength generally have lower. And they're basically saying the reasons for that, like most times in Arena, is because rarities are worse or better across different ones. So from common to rare. Okay, so we have Intimidate going from common to rare. See, like rarity changes don't really change much unless you're like first starting out or budget and stuff, especially like common and rare kind of changes. So this isn't a huge deal for constructed, so it's mainly they did it well as far as just targeting arena. Now let's do my little analysis and think about how this goes. So basically, intimidate will not be able to be picked up as easily, which is good because you basically never win intimidate. Yeah, I don't think there was a single time I ever picked Intimidate. It came up quite a few times, never picked it once. There's not really a reason to ever. Maybe if you have an extremely huge face deck, but in most cases, if you have an extremely huge face deck in Arena, you're playing Battle Mage, and there's better options, or there's like weapons or something. Like there's just Firebolt even. There's so many things that are just better than this. Fire Imp. Speaking of Firebolt, that's probably something they should have moved from common to rare if they wanted to really hit intelligence and maybe take away Green's 1/2 lethal fighter skill. But it's good enough. Fire Imp. So this guy is completely utter garbage in Arena just because if you don't really want face damage that much and a 1/1 that draws the enemy a card possibly, so that sounds terrible. In rare cases, he's okay. So them moving him to a rare is fine. Evermore Stewart. Yeah, he's not very good in arena, and they're basically every time they move a common to a rare, once again, it's just one you can actually soul trap these for more now, which is nice. But two, yeah, this guy's not very good in arena in most cases. Yeah, I would never pick him really. Like unless I have Wismother and I can consistently get to Wismother, then maybe he could be okay. But most cases he wasn't good enough. Shrieking Harpy. Okay, I think they're moving this from common to rare, not as a thing. Yeah, okay, so these two aren't actually as a thing to like move it common to rare because you don't want to see as much. In a sense that they're bad, but this is because they're too good, right? Harpy was pretty much insta pick like always. Thing is, she has prophecy. She's a 2/2 that stalls a turn. There's so many things she can do. Like you can play her into a 3/2, and then they can't hit you in the face for their 3 attack, and then she kills the 3/2. Right? That's the main thing I'll do in arena with her every time. And she was so strong for a 2 drop in arena. You'd pretty much insta pick her. So, and then prophecy on top of that just made her even stronger. Black Sap Protector. Yeah, he was good. Yeah, the prophecy. If you got him with prophecy, he was extremely powerful in arena, and prophecies are easier to get in arena than they are in constructed. And he's also just a solid pick overall, so I can see that change. Valenwood Huntsman, rare to common. Hmm. I don't think this will make a huge difference. Maybe as like a way to ping and then finish off or something, that might be okay. But I don't think this will make a too huge of a difference. Fortress Watchman. Yeah, I don't think this guy will make too huge of a difference either. He's okay, I guess. Like he's okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. He doesn't really like do too much or anything. So Nibbin Bay Cutthroat. I mean, yeah, you're never gonna pick her. So Farsight, never gonna pick. Ferocious Spriggan, you're also never gonna pick. Okay, so now I see what they're kind of doing. They're trying to like this is okay. This guy's never gonna be picked. Oh, I'm sorry, Fortress Watchman's never really gonna be picked. In some rare cases, like if you just really need the guard and such, then it's okay. But they're nerfing intelligence and agility by making these comments, so there's a higher chance in arena you'll get them. So, but basically, you'll just end up never picking these guys, right? It's pretty much what they're going to be. So they changed this guy to where he can't hit face again. Um, I'm guessing this guy has something like there's probably some deck that they've been doing in in-house testing, and there's probably some deck where all they do is just burn the enemy's face, and this guy was just putting it a little over the top or something. That's what I look at it as because he wasn't really seeing play. Um, Maybe there is some like random burn deck out there that we just didn't see, and they've been testing with them, and he's probably extremely powerful, right? So that's what I think. All right, but basically, so he can come in and he can destroy like a 3 to 4 drop, which is okay, and then you develop a 4/4 the same turn. But in constructed, that's probably never gonna see play ever. There's just so many better options, especially in blue, like Astromancers and stuff late game. And in arena, he's probably okay. You don't want to pick him over a lot of other things though. Manticora, this is a huge change. Yeah, this is destroying a creature only in the same lane means he can only block off one lane instead of technically blocking off like 2 lanes at the same time. It's just a huge nerf. Is it still playable? Yes, I like this nerf because it's not a nerf that makes it unplayable. It's not a nerf that makes it bad. It's a nerf that makes it just still good, but not too good. And yeah, this is my happiest nerf of the thing. Like, I really like this nerf. Made it where it's, like I said, still good. Still going to see play, but it's not going to be completely bonkers or it's not. It might still be a little too strong, but we'll see. It added a lot of counterplay, which is really nice. Like now you know, oh, my enemy is going into turn 10. I can play into 2 different lanes. I can play around Manticora or something like that. Like it added a lot more counterplay to it, which is always healthy for a game. So there you go, guys. There's my thoughts on the patches. Hope you have a great night, great day, wherever you're from. As my good friend Sean would say, and I love you all.